All right, I'm coming to you today with today's YouTube video with a little bit of a qualm of mine and something that has really just encouraged me to post this video because we just had a client who met with an insurance-only financial advisor. And I don't want to talk poorly about insurance-only financial advisors in total. I'm just telling you to be very aware because our client was not recommended to do the best thing in their interest, in my opinion. That client was recommended to put the majority of their money into an annuity and life insurance, and that's it. In my opinion, those may not be bad vehicles to use, but what is the purpose in putting those types of vehicles into a plan other than the fact that insurance agent is going to get a big, healthy commission? And not to say commissions are bad, but what is the motivation behind recommending those types of vehicles, right? And so really my purpose of today is really to educate the consumer to make sure that you are aware of who you are working with when you go to work with a financial advisor. Remember, not all people who say they're a financial advisor really do financial planning. A lot of insurance-only financial planners, let me back up and talk about what is a insurance-only financial planner. That's someone who can only offer insurance products. They're not going to recommend any other types of investments other than insurance products. And again, I'm not here to say insurance products are bad. Some of our clients have insurance products, and I think they're really great. But if that's the only thing in your toolbox, is that going to be able to hammer the screw? Or do you need a screwdriver, or do you need a hammer? Well, if you only have a hammer and you have a screw, is that going to work, right? It's like putting a square peg in a round hole. And so you have to just be aware, if you are working with an insurance-only agent, what do you think they're going to recommend? Do you think they're going to recommend an insurance product? Do you think they're going to recommend a different type of investment that's better suited for you? Well, they don't get a commission to recommend this investment because they're not securities licensed. They don't have their Series 65, which means they're a fully licensed fiduciary advisor. They may not have their CFP, which is a certified financial planner, which acts as a fiduciary standard. And so you just have to worry about those types of things to make sure you're getting the right type of advice. And again, I want to make it very clear, not to say insurance-only advisors are bad, because they may be really good when it comes to insurance. They may know exactly what they're talking about when it comes to annuities or different life insurance strategies. And so that's not the point of what I'm mentioning. I'm just saying that just understand they may not be able to do everything for your entire plan. And is that really what you're looking for? Is just someone to help you with a part of your plan, or are you really looking for someone to help you with your entire plan? So something we feel strongly at Peak Retirement Planning with all of our advisors, they're fully licensed fiduciary advisors, and they all have their insurance license. And the reason why we structured that way is to make sure that our clients can get exactly what they need. If they need and want an insurance product, we don't have to send them down the street to the insurance-only salesperson. We can actually get that for them in-house to make sure they get the right costs for whatever that is, making sure they've got the right fit for their financial plan, making sure they are able to shop around for the best type of companies that offer the type of features they're looking for those products. And so that's what I would recommend, is ultimately what I'm getting to, is making sure you're working with someone who is a fiduciary who can do all areas of financial planning, who does comprehensive retirement planning, that if you want the protection from an annuity, they can offer that. If you want the volatility of the stock market, but also the growth potential over time, they can help you with that. And so working with that type of advisor is just going to give you more flexibility over your retirement plan. And another area that really upsets me with this current client that I started the video with is that they were not given any financial planning. They were just shown a product. So how do you know if you're working with an insurance-only advisor? Well, first ask them, where do your licenses? And if they say they're only insurance license, well, there you go. There's a red flag. Be careful of what type of advice you take there, right? The other thing you need to look at is, are they coming to you with a product recommendation? Or are they coming to you with saying, here are your problems and here's how we can address them and here's how we can fix them? Those are two totally different things. We would never come to a client and tell them, you have to put your money into this investment or in this insurance product. That's not what we do. We build financial plans. We sit on the same side of the client and we show them options and say, hey, we can invest in this. We can invest in this. Based on your goals, we recommend this. Here, there's this option here if you're not necessarily seeing that that's the full value of what you're getting. And we are working closely with our client to get to that indecision of what they want to do. And since we don't have any specific compensation of only doing one thing, we're not only compensated to do one thing, we can show different options and making sure the client gets what they're in their best interest, but it also allows us to still provide that value to that client and get paid for the work that we're doing. And so if someone's not going to get paid for something, like I mentioned earlier, they may not be inclined to do that. And again, this all just comes down to having a financial plan. And so there's all these different areas of financial planning. We think of the 5-pillar approach, and that is with tax planning, investment planning, income planning, healthcare planning, estate planning. Is an insurance-only advisor going to help you with that? And typically the case from what I see is that's a no. And so what's most important for your retirement? Do you want to work with a person who only specializes in a specific product and insurance, or do you want to work with a financial planner that can do that, but also so much more? And that may be a better use of your retirement, knowing that you can't make mistakes in retirement. You've got one retirement to live, and 1 or 2 mistakes can be extremely costly over your retirement. So there you have it here. First, just be very aware in who you trust with your retirement savings and making sure you get the right type of planning for what you need. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video today. As an avid viewer of this YouTube channel, we would like to offer you a free copy of our new book that just came out called I Hate Taxes. So if you would like a free copy of this, then go ahead in the description below. You'll be able to click on a link to get that free copy of this new book, I Hate Taxes.